This episode of the Doin Alright is brought to you by our friends at Prize Picks.
And we are back with a Q&A edition of the Doin Alright podcast on this beloved Thursday. Put Brian on the camera, please. Camera 3. Just put him on. Yep. Over Brian's right shoulder. Well, you can't even see him. You see his towel and his gloves. Yeah. Put it up right there. There you go. Y'all, please be sure to make time in your day. Friday, 1 p.m. Central. That's 2 Eastern time. It's a big one. I know we
2 Eastern time, huh?
You know, we have a lot of East Coasters.
Yeah,
we got a lot of East Coasters, a lot of New Yorkers, Carolinians over there that tap in with the Cowboys, DMV people as well.
Yeah,
that tap in with the Cowboys. So you got to make sure that you let them know the Eastern times. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Darren Woodson's going to be a big interview for us, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He'll be in studio Friday. I'll make sure I'll pick out a good blazer, maybe one I haven't worn before.
Pocket square too?
If you would like. I will bust out a nice pocket square for Darren Woodson there. That's going to happen tomorrow.
Can you wear your YouTube lapel?
Okay.
Your YouTube lapel. That
dress me up. What else you want?
No. That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna go. I know what you're gonna do because Woody's gonna come in here.
Yeah.
Woody's gonna be dressed up.
I'm sure he will.
That's Woody's always.
He's a real estate guy too. So he might have to go sell some houses.
I think he's commercial real estate.
Okay.
So he's walking around. He's walking
selling
around
buildings.
He's walking around studios like we have here.
Oh, that's hard.
And he is. He's based out over there out of the Star. And so Woody will be dressed up. Woody dressing down is like
uncommon.
Yeah, very uncommon. But he will. Looking forward to this one. And I know. But you go with your loafers.
Okay, loafers. Okay,
go with your loafers. I know I'll trust you on the sport coat, but go with your YouTube pin.
Got you 100%, Mr. Wolf. Is there a certain watch you want me to wear too, Mr. Broad? I got you.
I think depending on what color your coat is, you need to think about the corresponding watch.
Corresponding to watch with the coat. I got you.
Yeah.
I have the instructions. So we need y'all to run those views up, of course, so that when we have other guests, we could be, we interviewed Darren Wood. We did a smooth little 40,000, you know what I'm saying? 40,000. Because I wonder if, I hope I'm not being messy by saying this. I wonder if, I won't say, if an NFL legend went on some podcast, right?
Yeah.
And he says, I'm going to go on this podcast, promote my beer.
Yeah.
And that podcast got like 800 views or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder, do they feel away after that? Because I'm super competitive and I'm a dirty Mac. I could be like, hey, man, I tell you what, man, you can promote your beer over here and I can guarantee you at least 20.
See, the thing that I really appreciate about you and love about you is how competitive you are.
Yeah.
Because you're like me. You take this personally.
I get after it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and when we talk about what we're trying to do here, we're trying to make it where, my whole thing has always been investigate and educate from the draft show. That was really my first thing I got to do, and then I got to do the studio and all that. Thanks to your help and Zach's help in the back and Jacob and Steve and everybody involved, Chris. We do this on a daily basis. But I'm competitive.
Yeah.
If I bring somebody on, and I was talking with Ross Winchie about this.
For sure.
It's not often that you get a Dallas Cowboy national scout on a show.
Sure.
They just don't do that. It's like we had to go through the channels. We had to ask. Thank you to Will McClay for, and thank you, Tad over there at PR for allowing us to do this. So,
so the least what we want to do with that is we don't want to bring no BS to their people.
Exactly.
And we at least want the turnout to be good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that you and I talk about this every day going through the comments. I religiously go through those comments.
Yes, sir.
And when people say something, hey, love what you guys are doing, wish you would do this, need to reset this. Oh, thank you very much thank you for the, but when you comment about our show, that motivates me to even try and do more.
Yep.
And what guests or what information, what things can we do to make your experience? Because we know there's a lot of people out there having podcasts. My guy to my right here has one of the best, if you ever want to just go watch a podcast on a guy by himself doing work, watch Lombardi. See, that's what I'm saying, though. There's a lot of competition out there.
Yeah.
And we know it's important for your time. We really, really do. We take that very seriously around here.
Very seriously. So, hey, man, when we have big guests up in here that we had to sell our soul for, hey, come watch, y'all. Come tap in.
A lot of people do it out of the goodness of their heart, too. I tell you what's neat is when they do come in and maybe you haven't met the guy.
Yeah.
But he knows who you are.
That's always strange.
Is that a weird thing for you to have somebody walk up to you and go, "Man, I enjoy your work," but you've never met the person?
You know, Brian, it's so interesting. Some people in the comments think I'm just an arrogant asshole, Brian. And
they're 95% right.
I have a confident air about me.
You
do.
I
have a confident air about me.
Yeah.
I work hard though. That's why I'm confident, because I put a lot of time into this.
Sure.
Shit. But at the end of the day, I'm still some dude from Natchez.
Right.
I didn't go to nobody's media school.
Right.
At whatever house I'm living in at the time, I simply set up a camera and a microphone, and I started chatting.
Yeah.
How in the shit do you know me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I remember the first few people that I was befuddled that they follow me.
Right.
Chris Arnold was one of them.
Right.
John,
legendary. Hall of Famer.
A ton of respect for him.
Yeah.
So since I've met him in real life. Right. John Owning followed me.
Yeah.
Dave Hellman followed me. And Ross Winchy was one.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. What the shit you follow me for? You know, I asked him.
Right.
He said, he jokingly said, well, we got to know where the leak's coming from.
Yeah.
But I seen your stuff online and you do some good work. So me being guy from Natchez with a camera and a microphone, I'm still, to this day, I'm still shocked you know my work and you appreciate it.
Yeah.
Tyler Guyton walking up.
That's what I was about to say. I was upstairs watching practice.
Yeah.
And I was getting ready to put up my notes, and you were down on the field right in front of me.
Sure.
Literally right in front of me. And you were standing there, and Tyler Guyton walked over to you and started talking.
Yeah.
And I'm like going, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's nice when you do get the recognition, when people say, hey, I love your work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love what you're doing. I always tell them too, hey, if I really piss you off, let me know too. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm humbled by it. I really am humbled by it. I'm humbled by what we've done here. Like I say, I take this really personal, what we do here.
Sure thing.
I really do.
Yeah.
Our draft coverage, our weekly coverage of breakdowns, our guests, the quality of how this all looks to your eye. Mm-hmm. You know, this is important to me, you know, and it's important to the people in this studio that do it every day.
Yeah.
So that's what I appreciate. But I'm like you. Even doing this now as long as I have, it's still always cool for somebody to come up and say, hey, I really do enjoy your work. And
that puts the biggest smile on my face.
Oh, no.
That it kind of vindicates the work a little bit. You know what I mean? So sorry, y'all, that my arrogant, my vibes or whatever.
Arrogant guy. Yeah.
Jay-Z got a line, Brian, and I'm sure you've never heard Jay-Z say this, but he says people mad that I brag about the cash I got, but I'm used to not having a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I resonate with that line because especially for the people that have been following me for a long time and don't miss shows. Yeah. I think I deserve to be this way. Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah.
I think I've put in enough work. I've been poor enough. I've been mad at the hospital and Pizza Hut enough.
Yeah.
People been around when I'll go do a 12-hour shift, come home at 7:30 and go live from 9 to 11.
Right.
People were around for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I'm smiling because Duke Manyweather know who I am, y'all gonna have to deal with me smiling that Duke Manyweather know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm from Natchez. It ain't but 25,000 people in Natchez. Yeah. I got 100,000 subs. Pardon me.
You're doing well.
Now, Brian, Darren Woodson better not walk here and be like, yo, Voch, I love your work. What you mean?
Oh, no.
Better not say
Darren is, Darren used to work at ESPN.
Yeah.
So Darren, I remember many a day with Darren calling me up while I was at DallasCowboys.com. And he's like, hey, you're in that building right now.
Sure.
Tell me about this. And then that afternoon, Darren would either kind of get the like, hey man, you need to run this down, or you just don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But if I said something, you need to run it down, he'd go run it down, and then you would hear it on SportsCenter or NFL Live or whatever show he was on.
Yeah.
He was there. There's a lot of times when you're doing this business, you think you have all the answers. Sometimes you need to go and ask people.
You need to reach out.
You need to reach out and like, listen, I ain't going to go off the rip saying that.
For sure.
I need to figure this out. And I think that's where you and I take a lot of pride in the show is,
ton of it.
We do have our opinions, but we also try and get to the whys and the why nots.
We get to the answers and we don't cut corners.
Amen.
Take a lot of pride in not cutting corners.
Amen.
And Brian Broaddus. DJ Smith on Twitter said something that jumped out to me, man.
DJ Smith.
He said something interesting. Shouts out to DJ Smith. Good job, Zach. Zach getting better.
He went. You didn't even notice, but he went right to that shot when the hand went to there. He went when you went right there. He was already on it.
Some days I'll see Zach getting back texting and not paying attention. I'll be like, put me on phone just to see him run over there and do it. But he
He'll get you right.
Man, Zach and Brian Broaddus. DJ Smith asked a question I thought was fascinating. I just went ahead and pulled it. I say, Brian, offensively, which of these two players would unlock more potential for your overall offensive operation?
This is a good question. I saw this question.
Some guys just know what like when we ask for questions, some people know what we're looking for.
We have got some really deep thinking fans.
Ron know what we looking for.
Exactly.
Smalls Nose Ball know what we looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody that asked if I watched the basketball game last night. I appreciate those.
I should have dribbled out, right?
I fell asleep, Brian. I ain't got time for this. I'm a football guy. I'm football. But some people know what we looking for.
Yeah.
And Brian, Jaydon Blue,
yes,
or Ryan Flournoy, if you had to unlock one of those guys to take a huge leap, and you can depend on those guys week in, week out, right? Not just Flo emerging when CD gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? Not just Jaydon Blue doing a little bit here or there. Maybe he's active for 10 games. And I'm talking about we taking big steps, and I can depend on you as a running back 2 or a wide receiver 3. I know, bro. That's a good question.
It's a great question.
Jaydon Blue or Ryan Flournoy, which one of those guys, if they take a huge leap, would unlock more potential in this offense?
am not going to sit here and fib you or fib the audience. While you were asking me that question, I was flipping it back and forth in my mind. I was flipping it to the point of like, if I had Blue and he emerged, could I move on from Williams?
I think this is so. Yeah.
And how do I replace Pickens now?
Yep.
That's where I was trying to think.
Yep.
Which one helps me more right now? Or, sorry, which one helps me more potentially in the future? Because what happens, you get Blue, and now he becomes a 1,200, 1,300-yard back. But you're telling me that you don't have George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb and Flournoy, or they're still talking about 1-2 punch, with the wide receiver room.
Because whichever one of these guys don't work out, you have to draft at that position coming
Exactly.
up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I think this is a phenomenal question, Brian.
I think it's really good.
By
the way, I'm going to steal it and give the man credit for it, by the way.
Please, DJ Smith on Twitter.
Yeah.
I think it's equal on both sides to where whatever answer you give, I could give the other
You
answer.
can counter it.
Yeah.
There's no question. I initially went with Blue.
Okay. Take Blue. Go ahead, take Blue.
I'll take Blue. And why? And then now I'm flipping my mind. I'm going, but Flournoy, Pickens, let me just say this. I think you got 3 good years of Dak Prescott left.
For sure.
I really do. I think in 3 years, you're going to have to make a decision about the quarterback. The one thing this quarterback has proven, though, if you give him a dependable, solid running game, he could thrive.
Yeah.
He could thrive. Now, listen, I always said this about Dak. Dak throwing 50 passes, that could be a struggle. Dak throwing 24 passes, Dak's probably going to complete 20 of them, and he's going to be 20 or 24 for 260 yards and a couple of touchdowns. You give him a solid running game, a dependable running game, a running game that is getting him ahead of the sticks where he's not having to force some throws. Dak Prescott going to play winning football all day.
Yeah.
If Jaydon Blue could be that guy, if he could be that guy Ross Winchie was talking about, the guy with the juice, the guy that's taken all of a sudden like Duke Manyweather, came in and showed us in the Philadelphia game. We've closed space, we got bodies on bodies, and now you got a guy exploding up and through the hole there and making big plays. That is going to be a huge, huge thing for this offense going forward.
one thing about Jaydon Blue, then I'll just do the.
Were you going to take Blue?
Close, I mean, I'm still undecided.
See, as you were asking that question, I was flipping in my mind.
You know, Javonte Williams, as good as he was last year, 1,200 yards.
Yeah.
Rushing, by the way.
Yeah.
He still got caught from behind.
He did.
And I still think there was a lot of, to take Joe Randall's phrase, there was a lot of meat on the bone in the passing game.
Right.
Javonte could catch passes.
Yeah.
But, man, I think this offense is different when you get to do Christian McCaffrey, Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs stuff.
It is.
We didn't have that element.
No, you watch those teams play, and Atlanta sucks at times.
Yeah.
But the one thing you can count on is that number 7 making a huge play, maybe 2 or 3 of those big runs.
The Eagles won a Super Bowl
with Saquon
with
Barkley.
Big runs.
Big runs, yeah.
Bailing your passing game out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
It'll always be some play at the end of the game, some 50-yard run.
Yeah.
That may not be Javonte's game,
right?
But that's Jaydon Blue's game.
Yeah,
that's Jaydon Blue's game.
I agree.
As far as flow goes, if Flournoy, let's just say he ends up being, oh man, what year was it? 2019 Michael Gallup?
Yeah,
that 1 year Gallup had like 1,200 yards, something stupid like that. See, what a lot of people get wrong is Dak never had his proper trio.
Right.
Whether it's Cooper, Lamb, and Gallup or whatever, those guys never really played together.
Never did.
Gallup would get hurt, CD will get hurt, Cooper would get hurt or whatever. So Dak never had like a proper trio for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If Flournoy, and look, I'm not projecting what Flournoy is. This is just the question that's asked. Flo did show you some shit last year though.
He sure did.
But if Flo can be what Michael Gallup was, reliable guy. Let's say he gets like 800 yards receiving. He's capable of doing that while CD and Pickens still being who they are.
Right.
I think that trio opens up the run game by itself no matter who the damn running back is.
Okay.
Because now you got 3 receivers, right?
Right.
But then there's this thing to where the league kind of figured out that they can take away the handful of routes that GP runs and they can kind of bracket CD a little bit. If you got Flo in this hypothetical, he's 2019 Michael Gallup, running one-on-ones as the wide receiver 3. That's explosion right there. That's big explosion.
That is big.
And you make the best point.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we so confused about what we're going to do with George Pickens.
Yeah.
Contract-wise or whatever.
Yeah.
If Flo is a guy that you can depend on, if Flo is 2019 Michael Gallup, GP, I love you. We'll draft another receiver. Flo moves to wide receiver 2. You could probably re-sign Flo for cheap.
Are we going to see Flournoy take receptions away from Jake Ferguson? Are we going to see Dak Prescott go away from Jake Ferguson and make sure that Ryan Flournoy is getting the ball?
That's a great point you made, and I'll tell you why. I just said Flo would be wide receiver 3. I apologize.
Yeah.
He would be wide receiver 4.
Yeah.
Because the league will tell you that Dak loves tight end.
That's what I'm saying, though.
And there's some teams that we win that we win against.
Yeah.
They'll rather let CD go crazy.
Right.
Instead of Pickens and Ferguson.
Right.
They'll let CD go one-on-one somewhere with somebody.
Right.
Terrible decision, but I think you're going to, look at the teams that we're going to play, Brian.
Yeah.
We're going to play some tough defenses, man.
Yeah.
And it's tough defenses in our conference. So if the Cowboys going to get to the Super Bowl, you got to go through the Eagles, the Rams, the Niners, the Seahawks.
Yeah.
You got some tough defenses you got to see. And the one thing that can make me feel better about all that is being Teflon Houston.
But you're saying you're saying in the conference.
Sure.
Conference, yeah.
Schedule, yes.
Schedule, yes.
But definitely the conference, right?
Yeah, right.
You have to be Teflon on offense.
No question.
And the more weapons you have, the tougher it is to be Teflon against you. I want to give Dak every opportunity that he can to be great versus a top-tier defense.
I agree.
It's a phenomenal question, man.
It is a great question.
Put me on one, please. I got some more questions. We're going to take a real quick break.
This episode is brought to you by World Springs. If you're looking for a way to unplug, recover, and reset for a few hours, World Springs in the Colony is the place for you. They've got over 40 mineral hot springs and cold plunges, plus saunas, private cabanas, food, drinks, and plenty of space just to slow down for a bit. Whether you're looking for a date night, a recovery day after a tough workout, or just an excuse to unplug, World Springs has you covered. Use promo code CGM when you book your soak reservation and you'll get 30% off your visit. And here's the best part. If you subscribe to Crown Global Media on YouTube and use our code CGM, you'll automatically be entered into our World Springs VIP summer giveaway leading into the Cowboys training camp. One winner will receive 6 full-day soak passes, a private cabana rental, a $100 gift card, and a World Springs gift bag loaded with some of their favorite spa products. Head over to worldsprings.com, use the code CGM, save 30%, and we'll see you out there. This episode is also brought to you by Prize Picks, America's #1 sports picks app. And honestly, it's really easy to use. You just pick more or less on a few player stats and you build your lineup. It could be points, it could be strikeouts, it could be rebounds. Whatever you're watching that night, you decide. It's a player going more or less than the number they put up. Prize Picks is available in most states, including Texas, so you can get in on the action tonight. If you're new to Prize Picks, download the app, use our code HMA, and when you play the first $5 lineup, you get $50 in lineups instantly. And you can make sure you can follow me there too at Crown Media so you can see what I'm playing before the games start. All right, let's take a look at what we have working tonight. Let's go with Kumar Rocker. This is a day game. Texas Rangers playing the Kansas City Royals. Let's go Kumar Rocker, more than 1.5 walks versus the Kansas City Royals this afternoon. And let's go with Cesar Montes. This is a little World Cup action. He's a player with Mexico. Let's go more than half a pass against South Africa. And that's the lineup tonight. That's Prize Picks. Use the code HMA, play $5, and get 50 in lineups. Good luck.
Brian, we'll call it this, man, because most of these questions that I pulled, and it's just the time of year that we in, right? It's a lot of player versus player stuff. A lot of if this player versus if that player stuff.
More training camp kind of stuff or like competitive?
Regular season.
Regular season, okay.
Season stuff, but it's all player versus player.
Okay.
Cowboy Content says this. Hayden.
Cowboy Content's the Twitter handle?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
At Hayden.
Oh, I got you.
Kesterson. We'll say Kesterson. Let me know if I said that right. Yeah. He says if you had to pick one player to have an all-pro season. You ready? It's 4 guys. Cooper Beebe, DeMarvion Overshown, DaRon Bland, Rashan Gary. If one of those guys had to be an all-pro for you. Center, Cooper Beebe. Corner, DaRon Bland. Edge, Rashan Gary. Linebacker, DeMarvion Overshown.
Man, I'm surprised he didn't throw Guyton in there.
Somebody else asked about Guyton.
Okay,
I think somebody else asked about Guyton, I believe.
Give me Overshown. Give me Overshown. If Overshown is going to have a Pro Bowl season, that means he played all the games. That means his health was okay. That means the Mike linebacker position, which we've all kind of been worried about. I know I threw something out there about signing our veteran from the Commanders.
Yeah, Wagner. Yeah.
I was throwing it out there. There's so much concern about Overshown. Yeah. But you make him a Pro Bowl player, this defense is going to elevate its game. You make sure that Mike linebacker position is manned by a Pro Bowl player.
Sure.
This defense will be remarkably better.
Let's erase DaRon Bland from this equation because I'm going to save him for another question.
Yeah.
For the integrity of another question, right? So let's say Demo, Beebe, and Gary. Brian.
Gary then. Gary, are you taking him out?
Keep Overshown.
Okay.
Keep Overshown. I'm just going through all the options, right?
Right.
I don't disagree with you. Overshown would be, if he was all pro, this would be fantastic.
Could you rank him? Rank them in order of how you want them to be then.
Okay, removing Bland, okay?
Well, keep Bland in for the integrity of the question, but just put him in order of how you would want it. We said Overshown,
Bland, Beebe, Gary.
Oh, you put Gary last.
Well, no. That ain't my order. That's how.
Oh no, but put them in order. Put them in order of how you'd want them to be.
Of if they were all pros.
Yeah.
See, Brian, this is the hard part. Let me preface by saying this. I think Christian Parker as a chess player is going to elevate the DBs by himself.
Okay.
I think he's going to elevate those guys, so he needs his front seven guys to win their matchups more so. You know what I mean? I don't think this is going to be a defense to where you asking the corners to line up in man and just go whoop people. Yeah. Like, you know how the Broncos play defense? Like, they got such good man corners.
Right.
They just lightly play man and fog up everything else with the rest of those guys.
Pass rush is really good.
I don't think that helps too. I don't think the Cowboys gonna be like that. I think the Cowboys are if you're a corner or a safety, you're just a vessel for CP's chess plan or whatever.
Yeah.
With that being said, I want my front seven guys to win more matchups by themselves.
Right.
If Rashan Gary is a dude,
that's what I knew. I knew you were going to say this, and I because there's been a lot of discussion, and I think you've been on this one.
Yeah.
Yesterday we had a show yesterday about, is Rashan Gary the best pass rusher on this team? Mm-hmm. I think that thing got a lot of traction.
It did.
There are people in the comments that were, well, this, that, no.
They're kind of fighting about it a little bit.
They were fighting about it a little bit. But you got guys that are bringing good points and good conversations. I had Gary behind. It came down when it came down with the question, it was either Gary or Overshown for me.
Here's my angle on it, right? The question was pick one to be an all-pro.
Right.
If Gary's an all-pro,
right,
that's what, 17 sacks?
Yeah.
I need them.
Because comparing to all the other guys in the league to be all-pro, you have to have 14, 15, 16 sacks.
He at least got to be second to Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
At least. So he got to be better than TJ and Max and Micah and all them cats. I would love to have a edge rush that could do that and be good versus the run, by the way.
Yeah. I went Overshown to rank them. Overshown, Gary, Beebe, Bland.
I don't want to sleep on Beebe neither.
Yeah, I know.
Because if you can get an all-pro center amongst them other cats in there, stupid stuff going on.
Yeah.
Especially with the D lines that you're going to be lined up against. But I think it's fair to put Gary or Overshown first and Beebe or Bland.
Is there a chance, offensive line guru guy, is there a chance if you ranked the 5 offensive linemen that you would have Steele over Beebe? If you went 1 to 5?
By the end of this season?
Start it out now.
I don't think so. Think about how good Beebe was last year with his bad stance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, this whole thing, this is where like being with Duke just completely opened my eyes to like offensive line football.
People asking me when I'm going to drop the video. Yeah. I'm dropping it, but what it is that we watch film for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to put all
3 hours, yeah.
Because some of it was
you're cutting it up.
Some of it was just us having conversation.
Yeah.
And I don't want to put nothing confidential out there.
Yeah.
So I'm breaking up a 3-hour video. It'll probably be 15, 20 minutes by the time I'm done.
Yeah.
So that is coming out on my channel.
Yeah. And please, watch.
I learned a ton. And I opened my eyes about Guyton as well.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sitting there thinking maybe all those critical things I thought about Steele are not as critical as I thought they were.
Maybe I was beating up on him a little bit.
Oh, I beat up on him way too much.
I was beating up on him. Like,
way too much.
We found out why guys were losing certain reps. You know what I'm saying? And Beebe, he wasn't losing like crazy, but it's like one small fix
could complete a block.
Could make him a Pro Bowler, Brian.
Yeah.
Could make him a Pro Bowler.
All right. I'm with you.
We'll cross that bridge and then we'll get there.
I got you.
That was a good one though.
That was a good one.
The question that I was trying to protect here was from our guy Smalls.
Smalls. Thank you, Smalls.
I'll just word it like this, Brian. Which Cowboy would benefit the most from a healthy season? I'm gonna leave it like that. Smalls gave us some names, but we've talked about a few of these names, but I just want to run it by you or whatever. Brian, which Cowboys would benefit the most from a full healthy season, all 21 games?
Probably Guyton.
His answers, his options were Overshown, Guyton, and Williams, and I think you could throw Bland in that as well.
Yeah, Bland would be big.
Yeah,
Bland would be big, but man, the one thing that set Guyton back last year was getting hurt in training camp. We've talked about that a bunch. Mm-hmm. He can't afford to miss any games.
Sure.
But man, I just told you that Overshown to be a Pro Bowl player has got to play every single game.
Yep.
But man, as much as I want Overshown to be that Pro Bowl player, Guyton needs to be better than he was. Guyton needs to be training camp Guyton when you were evaluating him and he was on his way and then he got hurt.
Also, too, I don't think you have answers outside of him at left tackle. You know what I'm saying?
Not right now. You don't.
I don't.
Not right now. You don't.
And I've never been a fan of putting big Tyler Smith at left tackle. I've never been a fan of that. I think the team would benefit the most. I think if Overshown doesn't work, put me on folks. If Overshown doesn't work, I have an odd feeling that D. Winters and Jayshawn Barham will be just fine.
Whoa.
That's how I feel.
Whoa.
That's how I feel. Barham may not be as good as healthy Overshown, but I think if Overshown gets hurt, there's an answer.
So you do not like my Bobby Wagner idea?
I love Bobby Wagner idea. Bring in Bobby Wagner, especially now that we figured out you don't need him to cover.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bring in Bobby Wagner.
There was a gentleman that got after me on Twitter a little bit, and I may say get after me. He's like,
I saw. Yeah.
He's like, well, wait a minute now. He goes, wait, that's great. Bring Bobby Wagner in who can't cover. Mm-hmm. Sir.
Yeah.
Sir. Sir. Let me correct you on something, sir.
Some good authority here.
Yeah. But that's really kind of, no, but that's cool. Yep. That's totally cool. I mean, it's a good discussion. It's like you're thinking of Mike Linebacker having to play his cover guy.
Yeah.
I swear to you, Vachi, they're going to play the run with 5 guys.
It's
going to sound weird. Yeah. It's those inside guys, it's those 4-eye guys, and it's those linebackers. Mm-hmm. That's who's going to play. That's who's going to play the run, and everybody else is going to be worried about playing coverage and rushing the passer.
And you have the interior D lineman to do it.
Yeah,
that's going to be a hell of a.
Yeah,
that's what they're not going to show us at camp. I bet you that's something that we see a lot of in week 1 that they're not going to show us in camp.
Yeah,
the 5-man rundown looks.
Right.
Please,
yeah.
Brian, Voch says this.
Did we get the healthy question answered? I thought it was Guyton.
I agree, Guyton as well.
Okay.
Because you don't have as many answers at left tackle.
Okay,
you do as
just want to make sure we got his questions answered. Yeah.
Voch says this, Brian.
Says this.
You think camp's been going on? Well, OTA's been going on.
Yeah.
Right.
One more week of it coming up. I think that's right.
Yeah. And I'm kind of 50-50 on something, and I would love to know what you think about it. I think part of me says the Cowboys are comfortable with the pass rushers that they have. Another part of me says they called about Maxx for a reason.
Oh.
They called about Josh Sweat for a reason.
Oh.
The Myles Garrett stuff was fake news, I heard. But
fake news.
It was fake news, I heard.
Yeah.
But
your sources are right.
The Cowboys have been heavily involved in the edge market even after Rashan Gary and drafting Malachi Lawrence. Brian, you think the Cowboys are comfortable at the edge position, or with the recent failures that they've had at bringing in guys that they still want to go look for another edge rush to bring in?
I think I want to say they're still looking. Mm. And I want to say they're still looking to the point of would they call Arizona, or would they call the Raiders and see one last time?
Sure.
Just before we all go on break.
Please call Vegas. Oh,
yeah.
Please call.
Just before we go on break to where that 4 weeks off before we get to Oxnard. Mm-hmm. I have a feeling they're going to make one more call. Mm-hmm. And if they hear, hey, we're not going to do this unless we get a 2, appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Have a good summer. We'll see you for our first game.
I see you in week 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. And I ask you again.
And I call the Raiders.
Yep.
You guys cool? Everybody cool over there? We good with Maxx? Maybe throw a little chum in the water and see.
Yeah.
It might be somebody over there, Spy Tech, the general manager at the Raiders says, listen, call us back at the trade deadline. We'll see where we're at.
Yeah.
So I think Dallas is going to make calls. Is Dallas going to get stuff done before? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think you're more likely to get a linebacker before you get a defensive end.
Brian, what do you make of the idea that the Cowboys are connected in the trade market, but we haven't heard anything about them with the Bosas or the Millers or the Clowneys or the Jordans? Why does it feel like the Cowboys are more interested in trading for a guy than signing one of the dudes on the street?
Maybe you have a little bit more control. I mean, the deal with the Bosa, maybe they determined that Bosa's the better days. You know,
Asked him.
You don't know. You might get a situation like you got with Klein. The thing with Bosa, the biggest concern with Bosa is always the injury stuff. And someone's probably going to throw back to me, oh, no, Broaddus, last 2 years, he's played every game. It just seems like there's always a Bosa on an injury report.
So, Brian, let me just ask you this. As I'm putting all this together as we talk about it, if the Cowboys are in the trade market, they're looking for a dude to start.
I think they're looking for somebody that they could plug in and go with. Yeah, and maybe with a guy like Sweat.
The free agent guy's a rotational guy.
Right.
So that makes me feel like they don't want a rotation guy. They want like a dude.
I think they want a guy they can have some control over.
Yeah.
And if you look at Sweat, I think it's that you trade for it, you get the contract. It's a couple of years of control of that. Now he's probably going to say, well, wait a minute. Now if you're going to trade for me, I want, X amount more money.
Sure.
But we'll see how much, and I think Christian Parker has a lot of influence. Mm-hmm. But I wonder after these mini camps and OTAs are over with that Christian Parker goes in there and says, listen, we could really do some good if you give me another defensive end. And if we go get that guy to Arizona and
that's correct. I would hate for the Joneses to get comfortable with the idea that they've done enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this defense was the worst defense we've seen.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that needed to be done.
In the 70 years of the league, however long the damn league been existing or whatever, like we haven't seen the defense that bad. I would love it if the Jones go, man, just shoot some dice, man. Like, dog, we weren't just regular bad. We were horrible. We were horrible. Let's not even mess around and let's just go get somebody. Let's get Maxx. It's my whole thing. And I keep bringing up Maxx. We keep doing YouTube shorts about me talking about Maxx. I don't want to sound repetitive or redundant, but I just think that dude takes this thing. Sit Ezeiruaku down. Sit Malachi Lawrence down. And let them dudes fight their way out of the cardboard box later.
Wow.
Let them dudes fight.
I'm saying wow in a way that I think it's pretty damn bold what you just said.
My last name was Jones.
You'd be on that phone with the Raiders right now moving that first-round pick.
You know what? Look, I had this joke that I had. I was going to tweet it, but I didn't tweet it because I didn't think it would be funny enough to even just put out. But I was like, in the Rams-Browns exchange or whatever, I was like, the one dude that can't be mad is Jared Verse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro, if I'm Jared Verse and the Rams say, hey, man, we about to trade you, bro. We about to get Myles Garrett. If I'm Jared Verse, I got to be like, look, I don't want to go to Cleveland, but dog, you did what you had to do.
Yeah.
I would have, if my last name was Jones, I want to have that same conversation with Donovan Ezeiruaku. Donovan, whether it's benching Donovan or trading Donovan away.
Boy, whoa.
Donovan, I love you, dog. We had some real good plans for you, dog.
When did you, no, and I'm asking this,
Por favor.
I'm asking this as, is this recent thoughts about Donovan Ezeiruaku, or is this something that since you and I have been kind of working in the offseason, since the draft, since...
No. I've always felt like...
But you're okay moving on from him.
Brian, that's Maxx, man.
Yeah.
That's Maxx.
Yeah.
And I think the Rams got the right idea as well. The Rams say, man, look, you are a younger team, the Browns. You're a team that's trying to do this.
Right.
Take the younger guy. We a team that's up here.
Right.
And in 2 years, we doing this.
Right.
Give me the 30-year-old. Man, if I'm, Vegas, y'all a young team. Y'all trying to do this. In 3 years, we doing this. Take Donovan, give me Maxx. It makes sense for both of us.
Yeah.
This ain't about me being down on Ezeiruaku.
No, you're trying to get Maxx Crosby.
This ain't about Malachi Lawrence.
Yeah.
This ain't about him.
Yeah.
This ain't about Donovan's hip, because if Donovan plays for the Cowboys this year, I expect Donovan to be great, to take the next step and be a good run defender again, and to be another great pass rusher again. This is all about Maxx. And if my last name was Jones, I'm talking Donovan Ezeiruaku like, yo, I love you, bro.
Right.
We had some big plans for you, but that's Maxx. Just like Snead got to look at Jared. Boy, you was gonna be a Ram for a long time, and we loved you, bro.
Yeah.
You did all the right things. You ain't do nothing wrong, Jared Verse. That's miles, man.
Yeah.
That's miles,
Boy,
bro.
I appreciate what you're trying to do here. I really do. Because I don't think, and it's always about being married to players.
And I think you only get this done by getting rid of a player that you love. For example, you got to make it
enticing. Not only do you need your first round pick, but you need to also give them a young player in order. And the Browns are the example. The Browns got one of the best. Don't talk about just edges. Talk about one of the best defensive players in the NFL. Mm-hmm. And the way they creatively did it was first round pick, young player, and then also some extra draft capital.
Brian, if somebody was like Voch, you got to get rid of Booker. I'm O-line guy. I love Booker. I fought for Booker.
Right.
Man, that's Maxx, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see what you're doing here.
And I don't even want, but look, I don't want to be one of these people on the internet. And no disrespect to y'all. I don't want to be somebody on the internet. Yo, Voch, you think we could trade Marquise Bell to the Raiders?
Yeah. See that you can't do
Marquise Bell and a two to
that
ain't happening.
That ain't happening.
That ain't happening in real life.
To catch big fish, you got to throw big bait.
Which is why I wish you would have held Osa a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if you call if you call Vegas with Osa, Ezeiruaku, and a 1, that's different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to get rid of somebody to get something back.
Right. That says a lot.
I love Donovan, boy, but
that says a lot that you would put Booker as part of that deal.
Yeah.
Did you put Smith? Tyler Smith?
No, because then I think that now I think I'm losing something. It's different now.
Okay.
I think it's different now. That's like if you're what's the example? So if you're the Rams, right? Let's say the Rams had Aaron Donald still.
Right.
It's like you adding Aaron Donald to the Myles Gary package.
Okay.
Like that wouldn't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like it's two elite guys.
But you love Booker and you think he could be on the path of a guy potentially like Tyler Smith.
I think Booker can be Tyler Smith. The problem is that he's not that just yet.
Okay.
Tyler Smith is a young elite version of Maxx is an old elite guy.
Right.
Tyler is a young elite guy. So I don't think that adds up. You know what I'm saying?
What do you say to our fans in the comments that are going to say that you're giving up too much?
I would say they're thinking more about what you're giving up. But think about what you get back.
Yeah.
Think about what you get back. You know, you always think about the what you giving up, right?
Right.
It's all investments, you know? If I would have went back to Voch in 2014. Right? When I was starting YouTube.
Right.
And I was working at Pizza Hut and I ain't have no money. And I almost quit. I almost didn't make this decision because MacBooks were expensive, microphones were expensive, cameras were expensive.
Right.
A studio setup was expensive.
Right.
And I could have went, hey man, I'm doing a lot right now.
Yeah.
I can't afford this. I can't afford rent. I can't afford to pay for my truck right now.
Right.
And I'm buying a MacBook Pro and my truck no 2 months behind. Yeah. I'm doing too much right now.
Right.
But if 2026 Voch could go talk to 2014 Voch,
you tell me go do it.
You turned into me, bro.
Yeah.
By doing that.
Yeah. That decision. So moving on from a Booker or Ezeiruaku is the way you advance yourself going forward.
If you lose Tyler Booker and you win a Super Bowl because you got a top 10 defense, it don't even matter. It wouldn't matter. Hey, look.
I appreciate what you're trying to do,
We'll apologize. We'll cry over it later.
Yeah.
We'll tell Tyler Guyton thank you. Yeah. I mean, Tyler Booker thank you. Yeah. Write out a big ass tweet with some crying emojis. But if you win a Super Bowl, man, yo, Guyton, I'm rooting for you, bro. I mean, I keep saying
Booker.
Booker.
Yeah.
Yo, Book, I'm rooting for you, bro. Yo, Book, you're gonna be a great Raider. Book next to who they just signed. It wasn't Linderbaum.
It was Linderbaum.
Linderbaum.
Center. Yeah, center.
Man, Booker next to Linderbaum. Next to our Oregon guard that we liked a couple years ago. Yeah. Next to Colton Miller. Yeah. Hey, man, Genty finna go crazy over there, Brian.
Yeah.
Damn, look a Booker over there block.
I tell you what, if I'm the Raiders, I'd sure consider it.
That's what I would do.
I'd absolutely consider it.
If I'm the Raiders. Because if you're the Raiders, and this ain't me just advocating to get
you're not playing
Cowboys
fantasy
right
football.
Now.
You're trying to get a legitimate.
Max got 3 years left.
Yeah.
The Raiders not going to be competitors in 3 years.
Right.
So you wasting Max. So what the Raiders should do is take Max and get players that'll be different in 3 years. Book in 3 years is going to be different.
Yeah.
Book in 3 years going to be better.
We could be talking about Tyler Smith in 3 years with the Raiders.
2029?
Yeah.
My math.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
28, 29?
Yeah.
Booker going to be a better player than Max is.
Yeah.
I just need Max to be a better player right now than what Booker is.
Gotcha.
Or Ezeiruaku.
You know you just got clipped, right?
Yeah, Jacob going to find some little... I actually don't even want that to be clipped because I got 5 clips of me doing this about Maxx Crosby. You know what I'm saying? Now, if the Cowboys go out and sign Max, make this a damn highlight.
Make this the Voch channel.
You can put them 5 damn clips together.
Listen, man, there's a lot of things that you and I fuss about.
Mm-hmm.
I totally get from a guy that's been in the player personnel departments.
Yeah.
That's the kind of way you have to think.
Yeah.
If you want to go get a player, you're not going to give up the 4th corner or the 4th safety or some 53rd player to go get Maxx Crosby.
Yeah.
You have to make it worth the other team's while.
You have to.
But to me, you just showed me how important Maxx Crosby is to you.
Max is super.
Because I know you were a champion of Booker.
Yeah.
Throughout.
Big. And look, man, there's some people worried about the knee. Of course, he's going to fail the physical a month after he had a damn surgery on the knee. Of course.
I agree.
But he was going to play through that injury.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So in my mind, he played elite through the knee. You know what I mean?
I totally agree.
So if the knee's fine now.
Yep. Totally agree.
Hey, man, we appreciate y'all for tapping in with us. We love y'all to pieces. We have a very important show tomorrow. We'll love it if y'all were early and on time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Love y'all to pieces. Darren Woodson going to be in here tomorrow.
Yeah, right here.
I'm going to try to ask the best questions I can. And
it'll be fun.
It's going to be one-on-one.
Woody's a good interview.
It's going to be one-on-ones, Mr.
Really
Broaddus. CrownGlobeMedia.com is where you find all the good stuff, all the merch, the other shows, and the clips that we do. Get whatever logo on whatever garment you like. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate everybody that gave us money on this journey. Mm-hmm. So we love y'all to pieces, man. Go check out all of our good friends. We love y'all. And that's Crown Globe Media on Twitter, and I'm Voch Lombardi. Until I wear my YouTube lapel pin and my alligator
London loafers.
You know what I'm saying? My now later Gators tomorrow. Talk to Darren Woodson. We'll catch y'all on that. Appreciate y'all. Crown.